I have to ask, why do people just not use Soul Burst or Ruptidon anymore? I would still say it's pretty good, but I just rarely see people using it. Okay then, jumping into the set, we're running 200 speed TPs with a nimble personality to be as fast as possible, while the 200 range attack TPs with a smart personality will let us hit as hard as possible. The 36 energy TPs at level 50 will let us reach 256 energy, which will let us use 1 Magnify, 1 Blaze Rush, and then 5 Fire Breaths after we Soul Burst. And finally, the 64 health TPs are then leftovers. For the held item, we're obviously wanting a Soul Burst, so we'll need to hold on to the Erupted Burst item. Then for the ability, we're going to be using Combustible on the normal version of Eruptidon. This will make us immune to fire type moves, which can make it easier for us to switch into the battle. And then after we Soul Burst, we'll get the Pyro Pro ability, which will increase the damage of our fire type moves by 25%, and it will also make them cost 10% less energy. And finally, for the moves, we're running Magnify to set up to let us deal more damage, Blaze Rush will let us increase our speed by 1 stage while also dealing damage, and then Fire Breath and Landslide are our strongest stab options. Although there are some other options like Dark Surge if you want to hit Loomians like Luminami, Stretch could be used over Blaze Rush to increase your speed for less energy, but because you won't be dealing damage, you won't be able to break things like Clutch Plushie, or you could even go down the Provoke route and become a stall breaker. Okay then, hopping into the first battle, and Eruptidon looks pretty decent here. Now, I do see a bulky water type, but it is part plant, so I can hit it with a fire type move, but probably want to weaken it a little bit. Also, Charonix is really tanky, probably want to damage that a little bit as well first. Okay, Ragoon is our lead. I want to steal either a really good ability or get hazards up. That is a Numbrat. Okay, I could just steal your ability. That would actually make you not hit nearly as hard anymore. Sounds like a plan. Give me that ability. I would assume Secret ability. Yes? Okay, that's actually great. So now, like, Raging Tackle if it has it. Not a Dark type move anymore. From here, let's go for... Did they have a Fire type? Seonite? Yes, so just Babslan. We gotta be careful for Malmurk. If they brought it, that does have Mudslide. Fadeaway is fine. We do lose our Clutch Plushie, but I got 1 layer of Bab down. And I stole Umbre's ability. That's probably worth the trade. This is Secret ability. Nope. It took a while. It is Fog. So does that mean your soul isn't terrifying? Is it normal ability? Double speed? Okay, interesting. I guess I could go Wiki here. I just mostly need to, like, waste the Fog turns. I want to Naligash the Charonix, to be honest. Just for damage. They switch out low. Into your soul. Okay, so it's probably Prowler if I had to guess. No terrifying, it is Prowler. I don't think your soul's gonna one-shot me low, right? Like, what is this gonna do? Here's more Babs for your face. Oh, Braum boosts. That isn't a bad idea. The main issue is, Fog is going to end in 2 turns. You're not gonna get much out of it, I'm not gonna lie. I will go for a Naligash just to weaken it to the point where... Oh, Vital. Okay, you are going to get some health back. So yeah, probably a good idea then to start weakening it a little bit. And this is the last turn of Fog. I'll just Naligash again. Slap down, that's fine. I want to go Eruptidon here and just start applying the pressure, but it's not really worth it right now. Because if I get set up, all they have to do is just save your soul and bring it back out later once Fog is set back up. So this time we just go Venusaur, and we Primal Slash. Yep, your soul just switches out into Charonix. This might get one-shotted, I guess we'll see. Actually, no, because doesn't it ignore my ability now, right? So it might be a 2-shot. Not even! Damn, that is a really tanky Charonix. Okay, I'm going to assume Flash on Fleelan, right? Lusterloot. Okay, well, hey, that's 1 turn of Fog wasted. Let's go for Poison here. They go into, I'm assuming, your soul. Umbra. Yeah, it doesn't really have any Dark type moves anymore, unless you have Gloomfangs, I guess? I guess we can actually see if it has Gloomfangs. Let's go for a dodge. And it has Chili Chomp. Okay, so they don't have any dark type moves anymore, which is kind of funny. And hey, poison, chip damage, you'll love to see it. Well, if they're gonna Chili Chomp, I guess we can just go back into Venusaur. Actually, we could try and get a Ruptidon out here as well. Because if it's Chili Chomp, then who cares? I resist that. And yep, Chili Chomp. Don't Frostbite me, that would suck. They don't. Okay, nice. We probably want to go for a Landslide here, just to hit the Charonix as hard as possible. Okay, well, my Soul Burst went off. I forgot what order this happens in. Do they switch out, or does my Soul Burst go off first? I don't remember, but Umbra stayed in, so hey, I'll take the knockout. They're probably gonna go Charonix now, if I had to guess. I did Soul Burst. If they have Malmurk, that is gonna be kinda scary, because I'm quad weak to water now. Pharaoh! I'm gonna need a speed increase for this, aren't I? And if I want to outspeed the Urusol, I need 2 speed increases. We might live 1 hit from Pharaoh. I don't know if it's really worth it, though, to be honest. I have just got Wiki Wiki. Okay, what you got? Pom? Oh, I should have just Blazed Rushed it, I guess. Okay, this could potentially go wrong. Let's Poison to start dealing damage to the Pharaoh, and that's the only way Wiki Wiki can actually damage it. This is scary. I don't think we want to dodge first turn, right? I think we want a Herbal Remedy first turn. So hey, there's Herbal. Because if they hit me, then I can go for dodge. If they sets up and then hit me next turn, I can just let them hit me and I'll go back up to full health. Okay, they palm again. They're getting a little greedy, I'm not gonna lie. But I got Herbal Remedy off. I mean, I technically could just switch out now, right? Technically, I could. Whatever I switch into is going to get Herbal Remedy boosted. What would a Ferroglyph do, though? I want to say, like, Dark Surge if it has it. I don't have a Dark Resistance anymore, though. This is going to be dumb, but I'm going to try and go for Venusaur. I'll outspeed the Pharaoh. Oh. They don't have Dark Surge. They just went for a Psycho. Okay, sure. That was not what I expected, not gonna lie. I kinda just gave them my Venusaur for no reason. Okay, let's dodge this time just so I get 1 tick of poison. They palm again. Does poison 2-shot them now? It does. Well, they're clearly gonna go for a Mind type move, right? So this is Meditoad switching. Also, I just realized, I don't think I saw them get a temper increase. Does temper not work if you get taken below half health with, like, poison? I don't know, unless it's, like, secret ability, but I haven't been paying attention, to be honest. Charonix is in. Okay, I just need to waste all of the fog turns, and I think we win. They go for Phantom Blast. I think I live it. Just barely. I got my Milkshake as well. Let's get my Eruptidon in now, then. Okay, with Eruptidon here, I think we can live a hit from Charonix. Do I want to try and go for 2 Blaze Rushes just so I outspeed Urusol? That sounds risky and kind of, like, unnecessary. I guess we just Landslide here. Okay, they keep Charonix in, so now they can't set Fog back up, so we just need to, like, stall, like, what, 3 turns? Which is pretty easy. Rancidor. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I definitely can set up against Rancidor. I just feel like I should go Meditoad here, because it's most likely gonna, what, Draco Beam? No, they switch out into Urusol. Okay. I could have just clicked Blaze Rush there, and that probably would have been... No, Urusol would have outsped me. I would have needed to go for 2 of them. I guess that's fine. Meditoad is in. We just click Psycho. Not gonna worry about it too much. There's Harrow. That's fine. Now I can go into Wiki. I'm not gonna click dodge. I think I just want to click poison. Because they're gonna brawn boosts. So we might as well try and get as much damage onto the Ursul as possible. And maybe put it in range of a Blaze Rush, potentially. I don't think I need to dodge here, because they're going to go for a null or brawn boost. Okay. And I can live a priority move on Wiki. Eruptodon I'm not actually too sure about. Okay, later Milkshake. I guess this turn we can go for dodge. Okay. Because this time they might attack. Okay, we got it. We're wasting their energy. We love to see it. They're trying to get more health back as well. We could actually go for the double dodge. Probably not worth it. Let's go for a Herbal Remedy here. On the Vital Jab. We're wasting so much energy. That's actually great. I'm not going to... actually... Do I go for dodge here? I don't think it's worth it. I'll rest here, I think. They go for a wait. That is why. Okay, we might as well regen energy at the same time. Nice. Then now, obviously, I'm going to go for a null or a dodge, right? And this one, I need to. And I think, actually, yours might go down. Okay, they switch out into Rancidar. I'm a little bit surprised about that, to be honest. That is fine. There's dodge. That's also fine. I don't really need the speed increase anymore then, do I? I just need to KO the Rancidar. Let's Herbal Remedy here on the Muck Blasts. I live one. That's fine. Lost health. Okay, it's do or die. It could be boost, actually, so maybe even Blaze Rush wouldn't let me outspeed it. Although it could be Draco, we don't know. Oh, they switched out into Ursul. I actually went out into Eruptodon. I wanted to try and get some health back on the Eruptodon, expecting a null or Muck Blasts. So here, I'm gonna click Blaze Rush. That'll knock out the Ursul, and I get a speed increase. It mostly comes down to what the Rancidar is holding. If it's a specialty boost, it will outspeed me. If it's shell, I outspeed it. And I really could not tell you what it is. I'm clicking Landslide and hoping for the best. Energy Break it is boots, but I live. And that should be the Rancidar down. Okay. That was alright, I guess. I feel like I could have played that a lot better, though. Okay then, hopping into the next battle, and Eruptodon looks pretty good here. Obviously, a lot of things I can hit for super effective damage. The biggest issue, though, is Gargolem. Even though its base form means I can't just Unga Bunga click Landslide. Obviously, a water type, and Cosmere does hit really hard. Also could be boots. Anyway, first up, let's lead off with my Ragoon. I'm going to try and get entry hazards down. That is a Malevolwax. That has most likely burn up, and it also might potentially burn me. I guess we could try and just get Eruptodon right into the battle now, I guess? Any fire type moves coming my way, even like Raging Flame, will boost my combustible. Nope, they go for the withdraw into Diborg. I'm gonna Soul Burst immediately. Diborg could have handy. I don't really want to get paralyzed. I'm trying to think if Diborg can even paralyze me. I think it's still worth Soul Bursting, and I will click Landslide. Let's see if they have Gargolem. And it isn't Gargolem. It is the water type, which obviously does suck. I'm gonna have to switch out, but I'm getting some damage on it, which is great. So if it isn't the soft water one, it can't really heal that much. So how much damage am I going to do? Okay, that actually might be a soft water one. That didn't really do that much damage. I feel like I should have done more, to be honest. Okay, they go for a Nulla switch into Diborg. Well, I have my Ursnack on the field. I guess that's fine. Diborg could hit me with a poison, but I don't really care, to be honest. I'm just gonna baffle right back into my Eruptodon. Oh, Boucher. Ooh, that's kind of cool to see. Well, I'm gonna go back into Eruptodon, okay? Right? Yeah. Your snack having boots obviously isn't good, but that's probably fine, to be honest. It's not like that bad. Here, I'm gonna go for Hellstorm. It's just kind of good into anything. Even if it is the Aqua switch in, residual damage. Nope, it's just poison. Diborglen is gonna get hit really hard. And that is just a one-shot. Okay, love to see it. The handy user is gone. Honestly, Diborg can be somewhat annoying, so getting rid of it early is nice. Although, I will say it does kind of suck that I just wasted my soul move. Would have been nice to save that for something like the Akalos switching in, but it's fine. We're obviously going to go back into your snack. The Akalos, maybe soft water here? I want to know what moves it has. Wave Wrecker, that's fine. That will do next to no damage. I am going to Baffle here, and we'll try and get the Rhinosaur into the battle here. Okay, another withdraw. This time into Eliguana. Well, I haven't seen Gargolem yet, so I think I can get away with Eruptodon again. I gotta be a little bit careful though, because I am poisoned. Every time I switch in, I'm taking a little bit of damage, and if I switch in and attack, I'm taking even more damage. So, yeah. This actually could be a Ragoon, switching now. I get to steal an ability. If I steal Aklos' ability, I can just Unga Bunga spam fire-type moves. Other than Eliguana switching in, so yeah. I think this is Naligash. I can steal an ability, and I can try and get entry heads down. Icicle Traps would be huge. We haven't seen Gargolem yet, but just in case they're saving it for some reason, hey, that sounds pretty good to me. Just to like force it to lose half of its health just by switching in. And we get Prismatic. Is it Flash and Flee? Hey! Man, and people say Ragoon is bad. Honestly, people are sleeping on Ragoon. It's so fun to use. Okay, I'm gonna click Naligash again, late switch out into Malevolwax, that's fine. I don't necessarily need to keep the Ragoon. I could just try and get entry heads down, but I think Malevolwax has got removal options, I would assume. But I also don't want to switch into Venusaur and give them a free, like, Raging Flame. I don't actually remember if I gave that to Malevolwax. So I guess I'll go for one layer of Babs and just scout to see what they're gonna do. And it's Fade Away. That is completely fine. I'll get entry hazards up. That is gonna be good just to like try and weaken the Aklos. And again, they're switching so much, any little bit of residual damage is gonna be good. Cosmior. Okay, how's it going? Do we know all of their Loomians now? Akalos, Eliguana, Malevolwax. I knocked out Diborg. Have I seen their last one? I don't remember. Cosmior's a little bit tricky, but Venusaur can just deal with it, so honestly, doesn't really matter. I guess I could maybe sacrifice the Snack, but that's still going to be really good for the Akalos, so let's not do that. Let's just leave Ragoon in, I guess, then, and... Naligash. I outspeed it? Okay. So, is this what? Gloves? Maybe? Oh, it's not even Outbursts. Okay, I have no idea what held item it is, then. That is a little strange, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and get Barbs down, then. Might as well if they let me, and they really let me, dang. Did I just faint? Okay, Eliguana's gone. A little unfortunate, that was probably the best way for me to get a Magnify off. So now what is the best way for me to Magnify? Can't be Cosmior because Cosmior will outspeed me, can't be Aklos because that will one-shot me. Malevolwax I think is my only option. But if I want to outspeed the... if I want my Eruptodon to outspeed the Cosmior, I also need a Blaze Rush off as well somehow. Well, I know Ragoon is going to outspeed Akalos, so I might as well hit it, right? They take out my Ragoon, but that is completely fine. Aggressive. Oh, okay. So that means I can actually hit it with a Fire-type move blend with my Eruptodon. It isn't going to resist it, it's neutral. Do I want to do that low? If I do that, I am just asking for Cosmere to come back out. Wait. Do I even outspeed Aklos? Now that I think about it, how fast is Aklos? Isn't Aklos like 82 or 84 base speed? Aklos. It's 84 base speed. Okay, I'm probably not going to outspeed it. Okay, never mind. We're going to go Venusaur, I guess. And we're just going to click Primal Slash. Yeah, I completely forgot. I was so hard focused on this being a slow and bulky Aklos, I didn't even like think about the potential of it being an offensive one. But hey, there's a Primal Slash, so Aklos is down. What are we gonna go into now? Cosmere is not a threat, honestly, for me. And now with Aklos gone, I can actually go into my Snack. So yeah, I'm gonna save the Venusaur. Venusaur is still really good. Snack being trapped into boots isn't super good. I can just try and baffle here. I don't think I outspeed a Cosmere. That would be really insane if I do. Okay, they go for the withdraw. I think Cosmere might die when it switches into a Babs again, right? I think it's so low on health it just might. Well, if that is the case, I think it's a Ruptidon timeline. Let's go for a Magnify, just so I'm like guaranteed to start one-shotting things. Okay, there's my Magnify. My level X stays in. Does it have Burn Up? It does. Okay, so now they can get their Cosmere back in. I'm going to click Blaze Rush Low so I can outspeed it. Right? Although, thinking about it, my level X could absorb fire type moves. I'm just gonna hope that it isn't that ability. Okay, it isn't. Nice. Whew, I just need to live. Okay, yep, that does no damage. Well, I think a Ruptidon just wins now. It just sucks that I'm poisoned because I'm on a timer. There's Cosmere. I outspeed you now, man. I'm sorry. Actually, I guess thinking about it, I probably didn't need the Magnify. I probably could have just Blaze Rushed immediately and then went for a Landslide. Because I'm pretty weak now with a Ruptidon. Can I even live a Null or Poison? Wait. Oh, this is our last Loomian. Okay. As long as I one-shot my level X, hey, it's fine. I mean, hey, that went fairly well. Could have gone a lot worse. I mean, honestly, looking at their team, I really probably should have, like, kept the Eliguana around a little bit longer, but they kept it in on a Ragu and Naligash. I don't really know what else I'm meant to do. Maybe just not hit it. But if I don't hit it and I try and get Babs up, Mudslide, and obviously Burn Up, so I think I did what I could. And hey, a Ruptidon I still think went pretty well. Also, that could have been disastrous. I completely was locked in on the Aklos being a slow, bulky one. I was like, yeah, a Ruptidon obviously outspeeds it.